Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off-Label Podcast. It is your weekly dose of sanity in an insane world that is about to soon about to change. We'll talk about that here in a bit. But I knew that was going to happen. It popped up in my head right then and there. But this is going to be a little bit of a different intro here. All right. Of course, we have to admonish Davey because he's late. He's still not here. I'm going to buy some time for him. But I also want to show this out real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Do you remember when we talked about this? This was the executive order on promoting access to voting by Biden himself. This was on March 7th of 2021. Okay. What this did is this lets pretty much all but about 5 or 6 agencies actually let the government register people to vote. Okay, now this is fucking serious. Now, the reason why I want to bring that up is because the website, we had hinted at it yesterday. We did not go through it at all. But the website for the Social Security Administration, you know, the people that are trying to register, the first time new registers that are trying to register, they're going through verification and all that. Well, let's go ahead and throw it up on the screen. Okay, so the last time we left off was, which was it, March 30th of 2024. We have Texas at 225,132 brand new first-time people trying to register to vote. 190,193 were single match, meaning there's only one person with that name, and the last 4 digits of their social security number, 4,515 were dead. New information has come out. We were going to go through that real quick before we get into anything else. Something disturbing has been happening. All right, we have Davey back with us as well. So,
hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so again, Texas, a week later, 218,334. 178,335 were first-time registered voters. 4,657 of the people that were actually trying to register to vote were dead. Now, Arizona, 33,000 first-time new registered voters. Maybe, but not that big of a trend for that long. 15,000 in Georgia, 10,000 in Illinois, Indiana, 9,000. I could see those being a thing, especially with what's been going on in their areas. I could see that happening. Missouri, again, 62,732 people tried to register to vote, 58,521 single match, 588 were dead. New Jersey, 4,000. Pennsylvania, 39,961. Maybe, but I don't see that being a trend for long. 37,617 single match, only 2 dead. I can understand that kind of thing. Moving on to the next week, ladies and gentlemen. Alabama has 404. 113 were deceased. 404 people, first-time new registered voters, tried to register to vote, and 113 of them were deceased. Arizona, again, 30,146. Only 9 of them were deceased. But there was 27,000 single matches. Georgia, again, almost the same number. Almost the same number. None of them were dead this time. But only half of them are single matches. Illinois, 7,481. Close again. 27 of them were dead. Indiana, 9,739. 8,789. Single matches. 2 dead. Missouri again. 46,000. You've dropped.
I don't know. Why do you sound so fucking angry, by the way? I come in, you're like, Missouri, 61,000. You sound like a news anchor today.
Yeah, we need to get your mic set up with the equalizer and everything too. Like we
Why?
have to admonish you for being late and gay and thinking it was just going to be plug and play. We're going to do this shit. Yeah, I'm just playing.
Listen,
I'm not really mad. I was just
was-
gonna. I was saying I was
expensive.
gonna
I
give
figured it
you
was just-
hell.
It was just an easy plug and play thing. I figured, hey, I
Nope.
guarantee. Listen. I'm telling you right now, the reason I couldn't hear anything, it was. I guarantee you pressed a button wrong on your thing, and then finally you clicked it, and you were like, I can hear you now. I think that's what it was because I did nothing really different.
No,
This thing is-
that
this thing is
didn't.
cool.
That did not happen that way at all.
This
But
thing is so cool.
right,
This thing is. I got
late
listen,
and gay plug and play. Yes. Why do I sound so angry, dude? I understand what the hell this is right here. North Carolina, 21,918. 13,000 were only single matches. 0 dead.
plug-in gay.
Pennsylvania, 33,000. It's a trend that continues. Texas drops down again. They were always at roughly around 250,000.
Is this
reporting
recent?
every 2 weeks.
Is this recent?
Yes.
Hmm.
Texas dropped to 130,000. They were reporting 225, 250,000 every 2 weeks for months on end. 4,492 of them were dead. Moving on. That was April 13th. April 20th. Alabama, 585. 117 of them were dead.
Fake and gay.
Arizona, another 25,000. 37. 15 of them were dead. 21,000 matches. 22,000 roughly. Georgia, 10,000 again. Illinois, creeping back up there again. 159 dead for that. Missouri, 97,000. Hey, look, that's the highest I've seen Missouri so far. North Carolina, 60,000. They're hitting every state. Texas, 249,770. $545 in Alabama, 71 of them dead. Arizona, 35,000 again. Georgia, 10,000, 12,000. Death rate is dropping, or the death hits are actually dropping a good little bit. Missouri's 72,000, 1,281 of them were dead.
They're all fucking dead.
North Carolina hit 6 digits. North Carolina, 100,676 brand new, first time new registered voters trying to register. 60,000 of them, literally fucking almost a half, were single match.
That's 40%. Is fucking
single match living. No, that'll be 60%. A little bit about
what
a
is
little bit
it?
under 60%.
I thought you said 40%, 40,000 or 60,000. You said
60,000. Only one of them were dead.
Oh,
40,000 were total non-matches. Like they just threw names and numbers together. Which kind of leads me to believe that they're throwing some kind of algorithm at this real quick. Like they're just throwing shit into the system to see what matches. Because how do you get a 60% hit rate on the name and the last 4 digits of somebody's social security number? If you know the information already, how do you get a 60% hit rate on that?
I have no idea.
That sounds like an algorithm at fucking work to just throw names and numbers into the system, see what matches, see who's dead, see whatever.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Texas drops off. What the fuck happened? 220, 225,000, and now you're at 18,000, and 165 of them were dead. What happened, Texas? Oh, wait. The Texas's population is 30 million fucking people. That was in 2022, 2023, something like that. 30 million people. They were reporting 250,000 every other week for months on end. They ran through everybody that was not registered to vote in Texas.
Wow, yeah, 18,000. That's it.
For months on end. Remember, I was
Yeah,
pointing that out.
It was 6 digits for months on end.
And then all of a sudden, it just dies.
Dropped to 18,000.
They ran through the entire population of Texas.
I mean, it was
All
what?
right.
It was every 2 weeks. It was 100, 300,000, 400,000.
Mm-hmm. Well, 200, anywhere between 225 to, I think the highest I saw was 260,000, close to that. Latest numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Alabama, 663, 149 of them dead. Either you're not checking Alabama that hard because we only have 3 electoral votes, or Alabama, a lot of motherfuckers are registered. Arizona, 33,074. 27,000 were single match alive. 3 dead. Georgia, 10,000. Illinois, 10,000. Maryland, 3,000. I can understand that. Missouri, 68,435. Again, 419 of them dead.
That's it?
That's it. North Carolina, 74,019. Only 1 dead. But again, ladies and gentlemen, 43,025 single match alive. 30,993. Again, it's almost like a 60-40 ratio. Close enough to it. Huh.
That's
Texas. Holy shit. How many digits is that, Davey?
That would only be 6.
Are you blind? Get closer to the screen, sir. The one's highlighted.
That would only be 4. I'm off today. Dude, this whole thing, I swear to God, it was supposed to take 10 minutes. And it fucked me up. I'm sorry. I think I sound better now?
Yeah, you actually do, though.
Yeah, because
we still need to set the equalizer. We need to get you a gate going and some more settings. We could take care of that later off channel and everything. We'll just deal with it tonight. Any links you have, throw it my way, Davey. We still have problems, but ladies and gentlemen, that was a long ass intro. I needed to throw that at you, but let's get on with the show.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
How to know if white cock or black cock is right for you. Let's talk about it. It's important to know that both will get the job done, but depending on your needs and what you need to fill, one is definitely better than the other. In my case, I will be choosing the black cock for the front. If you are working with a large gap or hole, you will see that this is going to work beautifully. Now for the back door, my preference is a white cock. As you can see here, the slit that I need to fill is much smaller. This is going to be perfect.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, Jesus, Lord, fix it.
With white cock or black cock?
Right now, Black Hawk is gonna fix this very well. Gonna have to. Yeah, man, it. So I got the new toy.
Right.
I will let everybody take a look at it. So that's it.
Oh my God, you're gonna have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got the new toy today. It came in today. It was supposed to come in on. I gotta hold this really close. It was supposed to come in on Friday, but you know, like the adult children we are, of course, I had to come and play with it. So I figured it was a plug and play, and obviously not. But yeah.
Hold on. Can we address the hat?
What about what? Well, this came today too. What about my hat?
Only dads? What the fuck?
So there's a creator on TikTok. His name is Josh. He lives in Missouri. He's about 3. Well, I think he's about 3 hours away from me. And so he has a line of only dads. And these hats sell out like hotcakes. They sell out real quick. So they have a bunch of different colors, and since we're having a girl, I wanted the pink one. So I got this pink only dads, and it's got a dad bod guy here, and it says only dads on it. And it came in today with this, and you know, I threw this on as quick as possible because listen, it's only dads. Clear cock is the right one. Fucking Jennifer. But yeah, I got the XL.
I was waiting for you to end so I could just hit that right there.
But yeah, by the way, the XLR cable that I got is way too fucking short. I got the 3-foot one. I was like, oh, this will be fine. Oh, no.
I had a 5. I got a 3-foot and a 5-foot because I got the cloud lifter in between. But yours sounds great though. I'll give it that.
Listen, it's great. I came into some money, right? And I decided
to have fun with it.
Well, listen, one of the things I love about Amanda, she tells me, you know, invest in yourself, right? So wait, the invisible clock? No thanks. Don't need ghost clock. It's your clock. But yeah, she tells me just, you know, to invest in myself. And so I was like, you know what? Let me get an actual fucking soundboard because eventually downstairs we're going to move downstairs, and the studio is going to move downstairs, and I'm going to have in studio guests. So I was looking for a mixer with at least 4 outputs.
Right.
And the Rode one was like 600 and change. And I was like, you know what? She's like, invest in yourself. So as I always do, I go down Google and I just go down to see like comparable, similar things. And I see this one. And I'm watching the video, and it shows that you can take phone calls. And I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Right.
And it's like, you can take phone calls. And I was like, I've been wanting to fucking take phone calls the whole time. I got a Google Voice number and all this stuff, and I'm Googling how to do it, and everything's like, you got to get this program, the software. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, thank you, pretty. And I'm like, so I saw this and I went, no fucking way. And it was cheaper than the Rode one. And so I got it, and it's got so much shit on it, and that's gross, but it's got so much stuff on it. Yeah, I was happy. And as soon as it was supposed to come in Friday, and as soon as it came in today, I was like, let's plug and play. Mind you, I think we started at 5:15 because we were going to go on at 6:30.
Yeah.
And then oh, by the way, I love how we both have each other's phone numbers, but we didn't call. We used fucking smoke signals.
I didn't even think about it, dude. I'm just sitting here just like, I literally have fucking MS Paint with a notepad sitting there trying to type in what I'm saying, and I have his fucking phone number.
Hold the fuck on, okay? Not only does he have my phone number, we have private chat here we could have used. didn't use that.
I was, but you weren't paying attention, so I had to get your idea from Discord. And I text you to look at your Discord. And it never hit me to give you a fucking call, though. So I guess, retard, on my point, you got one on me. All right?
No, but you know what's even funny was I didn't think I'd do the same thing either. I should have just picked up the phone. I should have just picked up the phone and been like, hey, you know, we could have called each other. But no, I was fucking balls deep in this Mixcaster that I was just so, and once again, fucking YouTube, when they give you tutorials on things and they try to help you out, they always miss the one fucking part.
Right.
And so literally to get it to work, like I had to take all of the mixers and push them all up. And finally Rich goes, I hear you. After downloading driver after driver after driver after fucking this after that. And I'm just like, I was just,
I hate the phone. I just do. I hate talking to you. If I can't see you, it might be different because I can see him while I'm on the phone.
But you're not.
I don't know. I've never tried that.
I hate phone calls. I really do. I'm not a phone person.
If I'm not expecting your call or it's not programmed in my phone, fuck you.
And if we're gonna hang out, the last thing I want to do is talk to you on the phone. Like if we're gonna hang out,
Right.
like people who call just to talk and then like I'm like, bro, I'm gonna fucking see you in 2 hours.
Right.
Like it's 11 o'clock. There's a 1 o'clock game. I'm coming to see the 1 o'clock game. I'm gonna be there in 2 hours. We don't have to have a full blown fucking conversation right now. Like I'll be there. So yeah, no, it was. We were both just trying to get this thing going because, like I said, I wanted to play with it and wanted to start earlier. But
it didn't work.
It works now. It works. I just have to figure out the fucking length of where I have to put the microphone because it's dead now. Like there's no on everything that's on the side. I might give this to Amanda and just buy the other one. But yeah, no, like I said, she always tells me to invest in myself. And
right.
So I was like, you know what? We were having a conversation about it yesterday on Business Party. And we were talking about a couple things. And, you know, we're all serious about like doing this. You know what I mean? Like all like there was.
Oh, wait.
Don't be surprised call me ever unless you're on fire. Yeah, I know. Like if my phone rings, I'm like, who's dead? or if I've got like great news, like, hey, having a baby. Like I don't want to I don't want to like text you, hey, you're on the phone. Yeah. It's a real woman versus bear kind of situation.
I mean, why are you trying to call me if you don't want me in the woods with you? Wait. That sounds incredibly fucked up. Anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some great one for you today. I didn't give you a rundown because I wanted to go through that list for you because it is very alarming. What it literally is the government is trying to register people to vote because the Biden administration said through the executive order, hey, it's legal now. This is what we did in 2020. This is how they won. You flip Texas, you flip Missouri. You can even flip Kansas. And the only way you can stop that is if Republicans flip New York. And then all they would need is just another fucking state. I think it was like 4 or 5. To flip it back. Shit's going to go down this year. And to kind of back up that statement, but we got this. Georgia, boom. Georgia State Election Board admitted what?
I can't believe I can't believe all this shit. Like finally, find a fucking lead. But here's the problem. Like, I don't mean to cut you off, but like all this shit that's coming out now makes no difference. Makes no difference. Because all the bad talking is already done. They've already smeared Trump. They've already called him this. They've already called him that. And in some people's minds, no matter how much evidence you put out there and prove him right, those people will never. Wait, that makes me a dude.
She was talking about how she hates being on the phone. Don't call me unless you're on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's like, wait.
I like this one though. Wait, hold on.
We just broke off again. I'm sorry.
I have to be driving to talk on the phone. That's illegal.
Unless it's hands free.
Sitting and talking video calls is a bit. Yeah, the sitting video calls are a bit different. But yeah, sitting and talking.
Well, I mean, if I can see you while I'm talking to you, I'm fine. But yeah, I don't like the video calls because then I have to sit there and hold a fucking camera to my face while I'm doing shit.
That's 1,000 fucking degrees. Holy shit, those phones get hot. That's why I have 17 Bluetooth headsets because I can't deal. I
didn't say in the car. I just don't want to be on video while I'm doing shit. All right. I'd rather be on video on my time, on my control. If it's between friends, fine. That's cool. But I'm not going to sit there and video the entire call.
You video call me, and what I do is on my discretion, and you fucking video called me. So if I'm sitting there and I take a shit and I answer the phone, that's on you. That is your fault. That's not my fault.
And this is why I'd never even thought to call him.
Bringing it full circle. Anyway, Georgia.
Right. Georgia State Election Board admitted they found hand and certified machine recounts of the 2020 election to be in violation of state law. In a nutshell, enough votes were found affected to alter the 2020 election in Georgia. This has now been factually proven by both the hand audit, this is really, really important, and the certified machine count, yes, the certified count, have both been found to be in violation of Georgia election law. Based on these findings, to those who have fought factually, respectfully, and relentlessly, I'll close with one word: vindicated. Cool. So what happens next? Who's getting arrested? Absolutely nobody, MJ Ultra Truth. I hate to burst your fucking bubble on this, but technically it was fucking legal. Because the government, there was never a law saying the government couldn't register people to vote. Now, how do you prove you've never voted? Some people in this case actually have. But
now I'd like to speak directly to those who have fought factually, respectfully, and relentlessly for the truth over the last 3 years. As of 4/10/24, I got another one of these certified letters from the state election board. Every time I get one of those letters, my wife sets it on my desk and she says, "You got another one of those certified letters. I hope you're not being indicted this time." But anyways,
it would be
as
funny
of that letter,
true.
it has now been factually proven that both the hand audit, this is really, really important, and the certified machine count, yes, the certified count, have both been found to be in violation of Georgia election law. Based on these findings, to those that have fought factually, respectfully, and relentlessly, I'll close with one word: vindicated.
now, why was all that said, ladies and gentlemen? Well, here we go. Georgia, powerful must-watch video of Georgia. This comes from True the Vote. True the Vote. Powerful must-watch video of Georgia State Election Board member Janice Johnson addressing 2020 election complaints involving fraud, voting machines, and recounts. Dr. Johnson motioned to amend official recount results and called for further investigation. To no great surprise, her motion didn't pass. But let the record reflect she spoke truth. Kudos, Dr. Johnson. You are on the right side of history. Ladies and gentlemen.
The facts tell the story that a county's negligent conduct of an election and reveals the reality of how difficult it is to have one's grievances addressed in a timely manner, if at all. But this complaint, especially coupled with the full hand count audit complaint by the same complainants, suggests election conduct that is unacceptable. And the State Election Board should address each complaint and then consider the appropriate action. First, the problem with election day count and the failure to properly secure, protect, and document the safety and authenticity of the votes from 10 advanced voting locations is appalling, Record keeping is abysmal. Proper documentation to ensure
She
the
said proper
public
dick.
that votes or ballot boxes
Proper
have not been
documentation?
tampered with is
Like how Donald
shamefully
Trump
poor.
incited an
The
erection?
opportunity to electronically stuff the ballot box was obviously
I just want to stop for a second. Why is every single one of these like elected officials and everything, they're old as fuck, but they're always talking about dick? Like that, like Chuck Schumer said he incited an erection. You know, then what's her name? Shovelface. God damn it, Jayapal. Yeah, Pramila Jayapal said he incited an erection. I know her by Shovelface. No.
Dude,
I call
grumpy old man face. Like,
no. If you look at her, the way she actually sits, like she tries to, like she's almost looking over glasses kind of situation. Her fucking forehead lines up perfectly with her chin, but her nose is depressed in.
it's because her nose is always pointing north.
And it just looks weird, dude. I mean, it looks like somebody smacked her in the face with a shovel when she was a child, and it just like caved her face in at that point. It's weird. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of point that out too. But yeah. I don't know why, but yeah.
available, and that has left a film of doubt and suspicion over Fulton County that may be impossible to wipe away.
She literally
unless
has
something
pearls
is
to
done
clutch.
to ensure that there's not a repeat of multiple violations. Second, as far as the complaint of the recount, someone should be held accountable for the adding votes electronically, or failing or refusing to produce ballot images for the complainants, and maybe even the court, or for double scanning of ballots. Dominion claims its machines do not allow double scanning of thousands of votes. The question remains, how did that happen? Did Dominion lie to the state of Georgia? Double scanning and double counting of votes is...
Wait. I thought Dominion won their lawsuit over Fox News when Fox News was saying that Dominion was corrupt as shit. Hold on, now you're saying Dominion, there's actually truth to that?
Who's going to be held liable?
Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, the same motherfuckers that went through the whole the same court system that Dominion had their lawsuit with Fox News. Yeah, Ray Epps is suing Fox News for defamation for the same fucking court system. As a matter of fact, the same courthouse. Interesting, isn't it? Go ahead.
It's fraud. It may be unintentional or
You have the
just
button.
negligence, but nevertheless, it's vote fraud.
I'm telling myself
The
so I
FBI
don't keep
states
going
that
on a
voting
rant.
twice is a violation of law. Then officially counting votes twice is also a violation. It's a federal election crime and a part of the public corruption unit of the FBI.
Yep.
Yeah.
The election official counter
What's
that
up,
was
Guido?
counting should be identified, counting erroneously, and held accountable. The results of the RLA hand count and the machine recount should be officially amended and reflect the correct totals. The recount with 17,852 ballot images and more than 16,000 electronically added votes should have those votes expunged, or the paper ballots should be investigated by an independent investigator.
Hold on. Rewind that a little bit.
Crime and a part of the public corruption unit of the FBI.
I think I went too far.
The election
Here it
official
is.
counter that was counting should be identified, counting erroneously, and held accountable. The results of the RLA hand count and the machine recount should be officially amended and reflect the correct totals. The recount with 17,852 ballot images and more than 16,000 electronically added votes should have those votes expunged, or the paper ballots should be investigated by an independent investigator. Ballot images were required to be made.
I wonder
and
why these things
preserved
take
as
so
of
long. She
February
fucking
2020.
Jesus.
With the
Put me
failure
to
to
sleep here.
retain 380,000 ballot images from the November 3rd.
I'll tell you why. Look at the length of it.
How long is it?
Every committee hearing, usually they have roughly around 5 minutes to make their point.
Uh-huh.
She's using her 5 minutes. This is closing kind of talking points.
Third election be indicative of gross negligence. 10 scanners from advanced voting have failed to provide required
It is. It's a
documentation
monotone voice, but
necessary
yes.
to confirm that they were
I do this
used
all
in
the
the
time.
elections, were safely secured from tampering, or that the votes attributed to the 10 scanners were authentic. Election supervisors must provide documentation and demonstrate correct procedure for maintaining memory card security. The county broke the necessary audit trail to validate the authenticity of the votes. Either the votes should be invalidated or the paper ballots must be investigated to prove their veracity. If this is the
Okay, anyway, I'm just going to stop it right there. This is what she was saying here. To just say, hey, this shit needs to seriously be looked at. We need to go into detail with this. And they overwhelmingly voted no.
Of course they would.
Now, we have this one right here. It says, what were they voting no on? Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Does the investigation confirm that there are missing ballot images?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know why 380,761 ballot images from Election Day machine count are not available?
We subpoenaed Fulton County for all of their ballot images. We received approximately 518,000 ballot images.
From Election Day?
Those were for the recount.
Those are from the recount, but we have no ballot images.
I hate the fucking
for
sound dude too.
380,761
Now that I've been doing
ballots
this,
from
every
Election
time I
Day,
hear bad
correct?
sound, I just want to strangle somebody.
I know. That's why when I had the other headphones in, and I didn't hear you so well. I was like, "This sucks."
This case
Like,
was
this is
found,
killing me now
not
too.
The election day.
Does Fulton County know why there are not 380,761 ballot images from Election Day?
As with the investigators, we have not been apprised of this allegation. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I have no idea.
Hold on. I'm going to turn up her answer. Ladies and gentlemen,
And who's
I
that?
call fucking bullshit.
Who's the silver fox? Who's that supposed to be? The election official?
Yeah.
She's the one who was running the count, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In Fulton County.
Mm-hmm.
So she was in charge of the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
and she's about to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're just making sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, mind you, this is the same fucking area that Brian Kemp oversaw his own election, like they were saying that was a problem in Katie Hobbs. Both of them used this same fucking shit.
As with the investigators, we have not been apprised of this allegation. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I have no idea what the basis of that allegation is, and so we would have to. We can't answer that at this time.
This stone face is where you know she's lying. The stone face of like, we have not heard of this before. I don't know what you're talking about. You, dude, if you all of a sudden this stuff happens, you're just like, oh, I have. This is the first time I've heard it. But she's just, it was rehearsed. You can tell it in her voice. This is the first time I have heard anything like this before.
Yep.
I cannot believe it.
It's bullshit, dude. Like, all right. Does anybody remember that story that came out of Michigan not too long ago about the 115,000 illegal voter registration? Does anybody remember that story at all?
No.
You wonder why, oh, it was just voter registration. Ladies and gentlemen, They did it in 2020. They did it in 2022. They're trying to do it in 2024. If it doesn't swing in their favor, they're going to actually say, hey, all these ballots and everything, we could just mark Trump. And then all of a sudden, hey, you know what? All this mail-in voter fucking fraud, Trump's not the fucking president. I just fucking got that realization today. They can use it as a weapon for them or against them.
Did you see the lady who had to get a new position, who was quote unquote fired, but they gave her a new position because remember when what was it? Michigan all of a sudden jumped up in votes overnight. Remember? You remember?
Yeah. Oh shit. I exited out of one. Hold on, I gotta bring that up. Go ahead. Oh wait, you're supposed to send me the link. We can't hear your shit, remember?
It's not. There's no sound to it.
Oh,
but yeah.
Okay.
This one says, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, this is high crime. Milwaukee election director Claire Wando Vogue was suspiciously caught up with tens of thousands of ballots. She got employees to fill in the 2020 election has been terminated. The smoking gun emails have uncovered of Claire on election night, joking about delivering the margin needed to flip the state from Trump to Biden. In an email exchange, Ryan Chu from the election group said to Claire, damn, Claire, you have a flair for drama. Delivering those just the margin needed at 3 a.m. I bet you had those votes counted at midnight and just wanted to keep the world waiting. Compare the timestamp on the email exchange and take a look at the graph timeline. Milwaukee had a $140,000 ballot dump around the same time, which statistically and impossibly favored Joe Biden to push him ahead. In sworn deposition, Claire admitted she printed 64,000 ballots in the back conference room of City Hall, room 501, for the 2020 election.
Now, hold on. What was that story we heard when I was doing my little tinfoil hat thing last week about, that Facts Matter segment where he was saying that people were having people sign ballots and then just bringing empty ones, and dude would fill them out, hand them to another courier who would then make, what was it, 20, 50 to 100 or something like that to just deliver them. This is how they fucking did it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And it will be used as a weapon for or against. I guarantee it.
Look at that. Look at that jump. Remember that jump all of a sudden?
Yep. To just squeak the fuck by.
But
and they're saying more than that should be excluded from that.
But, Trump calling and asking him to quote unquote, because once again, the media misquotes him, to fine 12,000 ballots, votes for him.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
they had 140,000 for Biden that were illegal. 140,000. And they were saying, hey, he said 12,000 votes. Find me 12,000. He needs to be imprisoned.
And the funny part and it's not even funny, it's fucking sad, is that they're doing exactly what they claim Trump did.
Yep.
In 2020.
Mm-hmm.
They impeached Trump for withholding aid from Ukraine. And what the fuck is Biden doing right now?
Withholding aid from Israel.
Doing exactly what they said Trump did. And all he said was, can you look into Joe? By the way, once again, Trump is the president, so he can do it. Biden is the president, so he can do it. But the fact that you tried to impeach that was the second impeachment, correct?
For
Ukraine?
No, that was the first one.
Okay.
Second one was January 6th.
Okay. So you impeached Trump for it, yet Biden's not being impeached for it. Because once again, what happened? We all told you the president sets foreign,
Foreign policy.
Yeah, that's it. President sets foreign policy. So Biden has every right to do that. Biden didn't have the right when he was vice president to do it. But now
No, but Obama did, and Obama would have said, yeah, go ahead. Whatever. Fuck it.
but still, they impeached Trump over it.
Yep.
So technically, Biden should be impeached, and the no fucking balls Republicans will not do it.
As a matter of fact, so should Obama, and Obama imprisoned like you're going after Trump.
Yeah.
Biden, well, there's no point in imprisoning that man 2 days in, and he's dead. We know that.
Dude, we thought about the same thing with the presidency, and look what's going on now. Okay.
Well, he's got top he's got top men pumping him full of shit. This motherfucker would have been dead if it wasn't for his presidency now, and you know it. We never would have kept a fucking senator alive.
Dude, the problem I have is the hypocrisy with everything. And once again, and the other problem I have is the fucking Republicans have no balls. That's why I'm not a Republican. When anybody says I'm Republican, I'm not. I'm an independent conservative. I have conservative values, but I swing. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of the conservative, because I don't care what you do with your body. If you want to cut your testicles off as an adult, go ahead. More power to you. I'm just not fucking paying for it.
Right.
Pay for it your damn self. And if you don't have the money for it, well, too fucking bad. You do it like they did back in the old days. You find the top of a tuna can and have at it there, son.
I mean, wow. Darwinism.
Oh my God.
But anyway, no. I mean, just like literally, okay, you can't have your wisdom teeth pulled unless it's actually causing problems medically, right? Because it's cosmetic surgery. Yet you're telling me you can get your dick and balls chopped off, and somehow that's a surgery that needs to be done, but yet I can't have my wisdom teeth taken out on insurance because it's elective cosmetic surgery.
Not even
Aren't you you're inverting a dick inside a man. How is that not elective?
Well, I mean, also Amanda technically is not allowed to have a hysterectomy until she's had 3 kids.
Yeah.
So she's not legally, she has to have another kid in order for her to have a hysterectomy. Technically, she's going to get her tube tied after this one. I'm still trying to talk to her about having the 3rd kid. And I was like, you're going to have the hysterectomy. But anyway, but yeah, so you can't do that. You can't take out your own insides, but you can have your wiener cut off, paid for by the American public. We're ass backwards, dude, and it's coming. I fear it's coming to everything that we've talked about in the last couple of years, because we've been screaming this shit for fucking 2 years.
Yeah, you can go ahead and clip that if you need to. But ladies and gentlemen, as a matter of fact, I'm going to bring this up. Pretty Antisocial Pod. Okay. Pretty Antisocial Podcast. Yeah, they're going to want to check this channel out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, follow it, because that's our friend Haley and Mama J. They're going to be starting their own channel early in the mornings. More to come on that, but
they're gonna shoot to the top.
I know,
right? They're gonna fucking freely Ashley this shit.
We've been doing this for a while.
I know,
and they're
right?
gonna be like 3 days in. All right, motherfuckers. Anyway, always remember, until we hold politicians to the same standard as they hold us, we'll see no change. No. Hold on. They need to be held to a higher standard. 100% higher fucking standard. You were talking about the people that are supposed to be elected to represent us. Tell me why Eric Swalwell can fuck a Chinese spy and he still sits on Homeland Security. Tell me why that's a thing. Tell me why Nancy Pelosi. Never mind. I'm not going to get into that fucking Fang bullshit story.
By the way, so like, for some reason, Facebook is now putting kind of porny ads on their shit. And I saw what looked like it was Nancy Pelosi with like 40-year-old tits doing this. You saw her doing this. And I was just like, maybe. It was kind of hot. What can I say?
Skeletor with triple D fucking implants. All right, stop.
Did you see her in her 20s?
I don't give a shit.
All right.
I don't give a shit.
She was all right.
She looks like Debbie Wasserman Schultz, like her skin's falling off her fucking body.
Eyebrows now, but she was okay. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is gross, by the way.
Like, dude, her eye is floating.
Who, Debbie Wasserman Schultz?
Yes.
Is it?
That woman's like literally like every time like she's in there, like she tries to look at the camera or something, you can see her eye just like it'll go off wonky and then she'll blink and it'll set.
You think her and Rachel Dolezal are related? Tell me you've seen them in the same spot at the same time.
I mean, Dylan Mulvaney is Caitlin Collins. Changed my mind.
Dylan Mulvaney is Julia Roberts, okay?
Oh,
Miss Congeniality. Watch Miss Congeniality, then watch Dylan Mulvaney walk into that truck the other day and tell me it's not the same fucking person.
it's an act. Yes. She always looks so surprised. Jesus Christ. Her eyebrows are painted on halfway up her fucking forehead.
Hello.
Good morning, Sunday morning.
Welcome. Tic tac toe.
He did this. Okay. Now, he violated the law.
The Crypt Keeper couldn't get hard with her. He's just made of fucking bone.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, throughout all that bullshit, I know we went off on a tangent. That's what we do. Throughout all that bullshit, now what are they planning? Well. This is what they're planning.
Oh my God, dude.
Mayor Eric Adams says Rikers Island is prepares to house Donald Trump.
Hey, Mayor. So at President Trump's trial, they were talking about how he might end up in jail if he continues to violate these court orders. Is Rikers prepared for that? Do you guys have those discussions yet? And if so, what would that even look like?
Our amazing commissioner, she is prepared for whatever comes on Rikers Island. I'm pretty sure she would be prepared to manage and deal with the situation. As you see what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. We have to adjust, in this business, particularly around law enforcement, we have to adjust whatever comes our way. But, we don't want to deal with a hypothetical, but they're professionals. They'll be ready.
Corrections yet? I'm sorry? You haven't had those discussions with corrections about that situation?
Yeah.
I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. You don't have the fucking balls to do it.
The problem is they do have balls.
Dude, that would be the worst thing.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
You remember that movie, The Civil War, right?
Yeah.
How it didn't explain shit.
No.
It was his third term.
Uh-huh.
Hear me out with this. Fully.
Okay.
They jail him. He becomes president. Right?
Yeah.
They try to remove him for whatever reason. He gets removed. And then it's found out to be bullshit like everything else. He gets reinstated. Would that not be a third term? There's a lot in there, yes.
But dude, there's so much uncharted territory.
Here's the thing.
If they remove him, is he allowed back in?
Here's the thing. They would have to impeach him, but the impeachment can be overturned in the House. An impeachment can be overturned in the House. They made that pretty fucking clear in a lot of them. An impeachment can be overturned in the House. So which would give him the ability to run again. And okay, it would be in Congress, and Congress would have to agree, House and Senate, but he would be able to actually be the president again. And then the only thing that they could say is, why did you drone strike American citizens? The biggest question of why is Texas and California aligned? Well, California's deep blue anyway. How do you flip Texas? Mail-in balloting. Through the government registering people and throwing your information to illegal citizens so they can actually sign the ballot to make their signature, your name signed in their handwriting, the official signature of that ballot. How do you think Texas and California start jumping together? Especially seeing as how all these illegals coming in there would fight for what? The person that gave them everything versus the person that gave them nothing.
And if he wins,
I think that was actually more accurate than we're all fucking leading on to believe or even trying to think about.
How would that be technically his third term?
Oh, I mean, she's got a point too. I mean, if all this cheating is actually uncovered and he really was actually elected in 2020, that would be his second term, but he's president in 2025.
Okay, hold on. I'll flip it again. What if right before?
All right, we're going. Okay, let's go.
Right before
rabbit hole.
Right before the election, they say Trump technically won. So Biden never got his first term. So Trump is technically ineligible to run for president, and Biden automatically wins.
I mean, there's a lot going on with all kinds of changes. We are chasing down a deep rabbit hole. The only thing we have to go off right now is they are trying to jail the leading Republican candidate for the leading candidate for the Republican Party, the actual next person who is expected to be the president of the United States. They are trying to throw him in jail for shit that this administration has done or is doing now. And the government is registering people to vote. What that information you do with is on you.
Dude, imagine they just say, they declare it. Yeah, Trump won. So technically he can't serve a third term.
Oh, what's up, Glenn Corey? How you doing? I mean, that could be a thing too. Don't get me wrong. Like there's not, I can't even point yes or no to anything. Like there's so many variables in the story any damn way for everything. Nobody agrees on shit. The only thing we can all agree on is nobody's going to believe what's going to happen in 2024.
And did you hear about Michael fucking Cohen just going and fucking all over TikTok? Meanwhile, they got a gag order on Trump. This whole New York thing and this Florida dude. Oh my God.
Fucking Stormy Daniels literally admitted that she's in it for the money and she's trying to extort the motherfucker.
And Trump literally, his what was it, the lawyer or somebody was saying that he had no idea. Was it Pecker? Was it Pecker?
Yeah, David Pecker.
Trump had no idea. Like all this
because
stuff.
the shit was set up in the back fucking alley, and he's just like, make it go away. And they're like, all right, fine. How do we make it go away? Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, Trump, it went away. Cool. Send me the fucking bill if you need to. Well, retainer fees. You've already got that. That increases a little bit. Did you know anything about it? No. I got an accountant to do all that shit. That's what they do. Well, you're still guilty because you know everything about your company.
But it's so funny when they say Trump preys on the low intelligent people. Meanwhile, everybody who's saying that Trump is making these decisions don't understand business. Like everybody thinks that Donald Trump signs every check, he makes every decision. No, Donald Trump said this penthouse was 30,000 square feet. He lied. Like, no, he has people to do that. How do you think he can do all this shit? How do you think he plays all this golf? He has people that work for him that he hires to do all this shit.
Shit, where was that one? I know I closed one out.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Polar Bear. Crime is no longer a crime depending on your political absolutely. By the way, did you hear that fucking they called out who was it? I forget who it was, but they said that the reason why it was CNN, but the reason why the crime stats have gone down is because they stopped reporting the crime stats to the FBI.
Yep.
And they're telling everybody, no, crime's gone down. Yeah, because they don't report it.
Right.
We're just being lied to every single day, and everybody's just like, well, I'll just go by. Listen, I tell all my friends, come take a look, come watch, maybe learn something. I'm not into politics. I'm like, well, all right, fine. You can not be into politics, but
politics is into you.
Yeah. But you're just going to sit there, and instead of doing something about it, you're just going to watch your taxes go up. You're going to complain how everything costs more. You're going to complain about how you're getting screwed and you can't afford this and to get that. Maybe you should pay attention. I mean, it's part of your everyday life, especially now, and especially this is why they're getting away with whatever they can, because people just go, I'm not paying attention. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to agree. I'm not going to see. Yeah, we're clouding it with facts, and people just don't care. Like, and it sucks. But once again, by the time you care about it, it's going to be too late. And
of course,
and the people who know, and the people who are preparing for all this stuff. Remember when preppers was a thing? They're like, oh, these people are nuts, and now all of a sudden it's like, how many cans of food do you have?
Right.
How many cans? Where are you located again?
Right. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, the same motherfucker that was like, we're prepared to lock Trump up is saying this shit.
Good evening, Mayor. How are you? My
Quite
name is
well.
Tony Ann.
How are you?
I'm good. So, about 5 minutes ago, you mentioned that it was un-American not allowing the migrants to work.
Yes.
There are thousands of New York City employees who were terminated over a vaccine. My question to you is, why are you still fighting us in court? It's not about the vaccine. That's over and done with, right? But why is New York City still fighting the thousands and thousands of us that are still out of work?
Now, what's he got to say to that?
Really emotional issues on Staten Island, and that is one of them. That is one of them. COVID still has an impact, and we're still dealing with the byproduct of COVID. And the previous administration, across the country, administrations made a determination what the rules were. It wasn't up to us for me to disagree or not agree. We had a mayor.
Sorry.
This was the rule.
Hold on.
This is the rule.
What did he say? The previous administration did what? Oh, is he talking about New York?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
it wasn't up to us for me to disagree or not agree. We had a mayor. This was the rule. This is the rule that came in place when I was in office. The Corporation Council has to fight that rule. They're going to make the determination on what is the outcome of it. And the courts are going to decide what the determinations are. All I know.
In other words, ladies and gentlemen, that was the other guy, not me. Deal with it there.
Is that if we didn't have something in place with this thing called COVID that none of us knew where it was going. None of us knew how long it was going to be here. None of us knew the long-term impact. There were a lot of people that did not want to take a vaccine. There were a lot of people made those tough decisions, and many of them I met all the time as borough president. They had to make that decision and make a decision in life. Those who didn't, I respect that. It's your body. That's why in this country we have a due process system that allows us to sue and make the determination, let the courts decide if they should be returned back, how it should be handled, should it be getting back paid. Let the independent body of a court system make that determination.
I will agree with that. The court system does need to determine back pay and all that shit. But however, motherfucker, no, just because it happened in the last administration doesn't mean you cannot be held responsible for it, because it is your hands now. You have fucked up horribly. Let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the same son of a bitch that said all this illegal immigration is going to destroy our city. Then the FBI raids this motherfucker because somehow the country of Turkey got this motherfucker elected as the mayor of New York City. Yeah, figure that shit out. And then all of a sudden he's like, I'm going to give $56 million to the illegal immigrants. And there's going to be 500 and something people that are going to get $1,400 a week. That turns out to be just a couple, not even $2 million. The rest of it go to administrative fees.
Private chat.
Oh, yeah. I got you. I got that one on deck already.
Okay. You mean that?
Which does roll off into the governor of New York City.
This previous administration with this fucking, oh, dude. You wanted it. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted today.
I got you angry. I did my job.
You were watching yesterday and you saw how fucking mad I got.
I believe if government were to now say, we just made a finding that there's a new virus and everyone should do X, Y, and Z, the amount of compliance with X, Y, and Z would be much, much lower than it was at the beginning of COVID, because people do not trust the government, because government had no capacity to.
Rewind it just a bit because I want everybody to get the full fucking thing he said.
Because people do not X, Y, and Z. The amount of compliance with X, Y, and Z would be much, much lower than it was at the beginning of COVID, because people do not trust the government, because government had no capacity to enforce any of this.
I'm sorry, suck what?
The government had no authority to pass any of this. Is
full context. There was a cut in between that,
yes,
though.
There was, but still, if you there was a cut. But if you continue what he says, it will. It doesn't matter the context. Go ahead.
Must wear a mask, and people wore masks in New York. But if they said, "I'm not wearing a mask," there was nothing I could do about it. You must close your private business. I won't. Well, there was nothing I could really do about it. It was
bullshit.
Try telling that to the fucking guy who owned Olympus Gym in fucking South Jersey, where the government actually took $170,000 from his bank account that was raised by a GoFundMe. How about that? How about the cops were there every day closing up his gym? How about they took him to jail?
How about it was somewhere in California? How about that woman that had to shut down her outside restaurant because it was in violation? Meanwhile, a movie theater was doing the exact same thing right beside her. Bullshit.
You remember while everybody, the celebrities were telling everybody to stay home, you don't want to kill grandma, singing fucking songs about, oh, kumbaya, we are all in this together. Meanwhile, those fucks were at the Oscars without masks.
Yep.
Except the peasants had to wear masks. The people who were serving them had to wear masks. The people who were bringing up the awards had to wear masks.
Remember when his brother said that he got COVID and then faked all that quarantine shit because everybody was seeing him out in public?
Oh, you mean when he was fighting his neighbor in the fucking Hamptons, and then he said he was down in the basement for 2 fucking weeks, yet he had multiple fights with his neighbor, and they caught him out on the street.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then he emerged like he just got out of like he just came out of a fucking womb, all sweating. Like Ace Ventura when he came out of that fucking hippo.
That motherfucker.
Oh, guys, I haven't
probably
seen
went
in
that
two.
mother.
Guys.
He went in a fucking sauna right before the camera started goddamn rolling.
I mean, did you not see his kids? They hugged him like, hi, like we just fucking saw you 10 minutes ago. Like, right. What the fuck are you doing? His kids, if you saw his kid's face, it said it all. They were like, this is a fucking joke. You're dumb. These 2 fucking dildos. And I mean, do you have the Sam Darnold clip where he was with the other one that where his brother said that it was telling Sam Darnold that people should get it? Oh, I agree. You shouldn't get it if you don't, but it's
no, I don't have that. While you're looking that up, I know you got it on tap probably. Cheers to Yingling. It says cheers to the Stars and Stripes. New can. Supporting Americans, veterans. All right. Anyway, I mean, look, this whole, oh shit, we said it before. The president, you blame Trump for all this shit. The president had no fucking control over lockdowns. That was your governors. Your governors were the ones that were doing the lockdowns. The mayors were the ones that were supposed to enforce it. But he just said he had no control over actually enforcing it. Ladies and gentlemen, it was all bullshit, and your compliance was necessary.
So the first one, the bottom one is when he is the newer version. The first one that I sent is the older version with him and Sam Darnold.
Control C. Let me go over here. Paste this. God, I can't wait till this is all figured out. Slow, or, better. All right. Let's bring it up here.
This is what he said a couple days ago.
Chris Cuomo admits he's vaccine injured. Chris Cuomo is part of the crowd that pushed the COVID vaccine very heavily and treated the unvaccinated horribly. It would be appreciated if he apologized for all that and explained the pressures put on him to behave the way he did back then. All right.
Released an article that's getting a lot of play that says that there are thousands of people who say they're still suffering side effects they believe from the vaccine and that those have been ignored. Now, one of them is nurse practitioner Sean Barkovich. He says he got his first dose in 2020, had side effects. Just standing up sent his heart racing, stinging pain in his eyes, mouth, groin. Those have gotten a little bit better, but he still has what they call tinnitus. That's a ringing in the ears. We know that.
Remember all those videos of people who were coming out saying they had side effects from it, and everybody calling them liars, and besmirching their name and telling them they're full of shit. Meanwhile, you saw these videos of people shaking and all this nonsense garbage. Guy got thrown out of fucking The Offspring because he couldn't take it, or else he'd get Guillain-Barré syndrome.
Yep. And then all of a sudden they're just like, "Hey, let's declare a COVID amnesty." They were calling for your death.
The president said that we were going to die if we weren't vaccinated.
The president said Facebook was killing people because they wouldn't censor Americans based on what he believed was true or untrue. I'm sorry, not him, but the federal government. The same Nina Jankowicz that was one of the heads of propaganda for fucking Ukraine, then comes over here and tries to be the head of the disinformation governance board to tell you what is true and what is not. And that's still going on. They're still mentioning that bitch. Anyway.
Vaccines can have unintended consequences, aka side effects. But nobody's really talking about it because they're too afraid of blame and they just want it to go away. But the problem is people like Sean and me and millions of others who still have weird stuff with their blood work and their lives and their feelings, physically, are not going away.
No. Go the fuck away. Go all the fuck away. Son of a bitch. You pushed that shit on us. You made fun of people who didn't take it. You and your little brother were waving those big ass cotton swabs, making jokes about it. And now you're saying because they forced you to take something that you shoved down people's throats as well, now there's a fucking problem?
Calling Joe Rogan.
You got injured because of it.
Calling Joe Rogan a liar. Changing his fucking image on CNN to make him look more gray.
Oh yeah, everybody. Yeah. They took the saturation out of that shit.
Telling everybody that if you took horse paste, you're stupid and you're gonna die.
When ivermectin is over, I can't.
Oh, it's fine now. No, you can say it. You're allowed to say it now because people are taking it. People are fucking taking it. It's good now. We're good now.
Well, fuck it. I don't even care about YouTube. When ivermectin was shown to be promising from the very start, that horse paste, well, it was in fucking pill form. It's a goddamn award-winning medication. It's been around forever. They didn't need the emergency fucking use because that was shown to actually alleviate the symptoms and help.
And you know why the fucking people were taking horse paste? Is because you cunts told pharmacists that they weren't allowed to give it out to people.
Yep.
That's why people
tried to take it off the market, just like hydroxychloroquine. What is hydroxychloroquine used for? Ladies and gentlemen, it is used to treat things like antiphospholipid syndrome, which is literally your own immune system attacking you from the inside out, which kind of rings a bell when you look into it of everything we've been seeing, like I called out over a year ago. And they tried to remove hydroxychloroquine from the fucking market. No, Chris, fuck you. You don't get shit. You don't get nothing.
This is the COVID amnesty that they want.
oh, well, we didn't know. This is what we were told. How about you fucking bullshit?
And Mama J.
Bullshit. You fucking knew. You and your brother knew. Everybody fucking knew. But you were getting paid. You were getting paid. What did the brown coats? Oh, we're just doing our job. We're just doing our job. Yeah. And when everybody was like, this is remnants of 1932 Germany, people were like, you fucking, how could you say that? How could you? Yeah, we were being fed propaganda. We were getting fed propaganda, and these cunts now are coming out to look at Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport's all of a sudden now on Trump's pig dick Donald Dick.
I'm voting for pig dick Donald Trump. He ain't said it yet, but he will.
He just said he's not voting for Joe Biden at all.
Yeah.
He just said it. He said it today.
The only choice you got is RFK or Trump. I can see him voting for RFK just for a fuck of it, but I don't know. I think that motherfucker is voting Trump.
And the thing is, man, look, I'm fucking. The thing is, like, if you didn't live in the tri-state area, you have no idea what we went through. You have no idea.
Papers, please.
You have no, like, it was. People were fighting each other. You had families. I say it again. There's a portion of my family I do not speak to because of it, because I said no. Because I said, I'm not doing this, because they just continuously lie to us.
Take your rant.
They continuously lie to us. And for people to just sit there and just say, hey, the government doesn't like you. You're just an ATM for the government. Why do you think your taxes are going up? Why do you think all of a sudden, I used to get $2,000 back. Why do I got to pay $500? Because they don't care. They will tell you what to do. You will do it, or you will not enjoy yourself. And then once you do it, what happened? What happened? They told you, hey, take this shot, and then we'll go back to normal. And then they took the shot, and all of a sudden they went, nah, not enough people got it. And now all of a sudden AstraZeneca, they removed their patent. Why? No more money. The government was just like, nah, we're done. So AstraZeneca's like, it's not going to be worth it. We're not going to go for the patent for the COVID shot. Why? Because nobody's taking it. They forced you to take. What happened? There was 4 slots. There was 4 slots for 4 dates. And they told you 1 shot. Then they told you it was 80%, 60%, 50%. You got to get another shot. What did everybody tell us? What did we tell you? Hey, it looks weird. There's 4 slots in there. But no, nobody wanted to listen. What's even more sad is that our tax dollars has been paying for all. Yeah, our tax dollars. By the way, once again, there is nothing that's free. There's no free college. There's no free healthcare. There's no free Social Security. There's no free money going over to Gaza. There's no free money going to Israel. There's no free money going to Ukraine. There's no free money going to Taiwan or Tokyo, wherever they're sending it. There's no free money. That's the money that we make. The tax dollars that we pay. When you go to the grocery store and you spend 10% of whatever you buy and it goes to taxes, there's a city tax. We just got a new car. We got to pay $2,500 a year in taxes for the car, for registration. Why? Because there's a state tax and then there's a local tax. All this fucking money that they take from you, and they do this shit with it, and then they make family members fight each other because one side of the family goes, hey, we need to protect it. And the other one goes, hey, maybe let's wait and see what's going on. But no, the government and the news is telling everybody, blah, 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 blah. And then you want people to believe what they say about Donald Trump? Like, are you fucking stupid? You're stupid. If you still believe everything you hear on the news, you're a stupid person. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry the government did that to you. I really am. I hope one day you sit down and you realize I was stupid. But it's too late. It's too late. We're fucked.
You're correct. However,
it's sad.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a little something different tonight because, you know what? Fuck you, YouTube. Honestly, we're going to do one more story, and then we're just going to take it to Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Rumble's the favorite. Rumble's the best. Y'all are going to want to join that. I'm not going to post it on the Rumble thing because y'all are already there. What's up to y'all? However,
Rumble fan.
We're going to take a little palate cleanse real quick.
I got beer in my boots, dirt on my truck, corn on my mind, and a gun up my butt. It's a small town. At least there's dirt, at least there's beer and trucks and shirts. Beer and trucks, dirt kicks up, guns and butts, big red cups, dirty boots, dirty beer, dirty butts. Let's all cheer. Oh, the beer it floods, the trucks get mud, the guns are loud, the butts are proud. Got a beer on my plate, a biscuit in my boot, a gun in my butt, and a truck gets true. Beer and trucks, the kids up, guns and butts, big red cups, dirty boots, dirty beer, dirty butts. Let's all cheer. Oh yeah. Dirty beer, stinky boots, pickup trucks, and country food.
I guarantee you, the person that made that has no idea what country music is.
You don't know
Dirty
what that
butts
is?
and sticking guns in your butts and all different types of shit. What the
Have a
fuck?
wonderful night, Jennifer. You have no idea what that is, do you?
See you later. No.
They said they told AI to write a country song, and that's what the country song that came out.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but that's fucking weird that comes up with that though.
That's what AI think country music is.
You're shoving guns up your ass and biscuits and boots and what?
I mean, AI thought George Washington was white or black.
Look, we got problems with motherfuckers trying to eat Tide Pods. Let's not let them put biscuits and boots and guns up their ass. All right? Calm the fuck down.
Listen. It's just, I mean, what the country music that's now is not the country music of yesteryear, and this may be the new gay country.
You know when I stopped listening to country? When honky tonk badonka donk became a fucking thing.
I was close. I said friends in low places.
No, you still got at least a good 5-6 years before that shit. No, when Trace Adkins did that, honky tonk badonka, I was fucking done with you.
Left, right.
I'm sorry.
Left,
It's just
right,
like rap.
left.
It's just like rap with me. You know, I gave up on rap when Cash Money Millionaires made that song, Rims Real Big, Cars Real Big, Everything Real Big. I'm a real big timer. And I heard that fucking line for the first time and I'm like, done.
Gator boots and the pimped out Gucci shoes.
I was fine with
Ain't
that.
got no job, but I stay fly.
I was fine with that because that was good. But your whole
Get my
fucking
new E-class.
look, we're gonna get a strike just because you're singing. Look, the whole fucking hook to that song was real big, rims real big, cars real big, chain real big, everything. I'm a real big timer. Some shit like that. I was like, I'm done with you. Y'all, you ain't even fucking trying. You got mumble rap coming up at that point in time. It's just like,
Well, I mean, they were artists by Diddy. So I don't know if you heard the Bodyguards audio that came out with Meek Mills, because it sounded just like that.
God damn, son. I mean, you kind of got a point with that.
Listen. Yeah, apparently.
I don't know why this came up. Oh yeah, the AI thing. That's right. We were doing a palate cleanse.
Guns and butts.
I don't know how that was a palate cleanse. I'm gonna be completely honest. We went from guns and butts to fucking
it got me out of my funk. It got me out of my fucking PTSD from fucking COVID, so I'll take it. Holy shit. Guns and butts, my dude. And I stay fly.
He's starting to mix everything now. I got guns and butts and my pimped out Gucci suit. This is going to be taken down. Copyright the fuck out of this. We're singing.
Singing Cash Money Millionaires, bitches.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Now, okay, this kind of does tie back into the last little bit. You wonder why all that shit happened? Biden on Trump. The guy is not a Democrat with a small d.
So I was grabbing ice from the fridge to put in my drink, and this just played like 17 times while I was putting ice in my cup. Small D.
This is your fucking president, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my mouse? There it is.
How seriously do you take that threat?
Seriously, just like I did January 6th. The guy is not a Democrat with a small d. I mean, he is the idea. Look, you can't only love your country when you win.
Why are they always talking about
seriously
dicks?
do you take that?
Why are they always talking about Donald Trump's dick? It was the erection. He didn't cause an erection. He's got a small D. Get little hands. Why they always got Trump's dick on their mind?
Dude, my favorite insult is to tell people to take the Cheeto out of your mouth and brush off your fucking knees. Maybe swallow the baby gravy a little bit because it's embarrassing.
Please play it again. One more time. September 7th? Really? He went back to September 7th.
See, here's the thing. Wrong month and wrong day. Were you trying to put October 7th and January 6th together? I don't understand. How the fuck did you get September? What happened in September?
His illegitimate grandchild was probably born. You know, the one he won't fucking recognize. The one they try to pay the hooker off. Yeah, you know what? Remember, folks, his son had a baby with a hooker.
And they tried to play that fucking 7th grandchild off as if they didn't exist.
And Maury went, he is the father.
Anyway, Democrat, I get what he was trying to say, but
I don't.
No, Democrat with a small d.
What is
Democrat
that?
with a big D is you are a Democrat. You are high up. Democrat with a small d is you. You're just the voter.
Oh.
Democrat with a small d. You're just the voter. You're just the people behind them. Now, with that in mind, listen up.
How seriously do you take that threat?
Seriously, just like I did January 6th. The guy is not a Democrat with a small d. I mean, he is the idea. Look, you can't only love your country when you win. Number one.
How seriously do you take?
I want to kiss you. Can I kiss you?
No, she's too old.
Not really, dude. Look at him. If you watch it a little bit, he leans in. He actually grabs her at one point. Keep going. Watch his hand. See?
Oh, he does.
He fucking grabs her. Like he's going in to fucking give her a smooch.
How seriously do you take?
Okay.
This dude, by the way,
first it was cock, then pecker, dicks, and small d's.
They got smaller. What can I say? It just progressively got smaller. Peckers.
I mean, that has been a theme throughout this entire episode
It's a
so
theme
far.
with everything. Sorry,
We
everything
started
goes back-
out with black cock.
Every
I'm
episode,
sorry, cock.
every episode of every show can always go back to dick, pussy, and ass, no matter what we talk about. And titties. I love titties.
Well, I mean, they can't take the Cheeto out of their mouth, man. Anyway.
Apparently not.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take this over to Rumble for the rest of this show because, well, fuck you, YouTube. You got 3 minutes. I will give you the link one more time. I guess I should have done that beforehand because now it's just awkward as shit that I'm sitting here doing all this. And I mean, I know, but yeah. You got 3 minutes. Do with it what you will.
Later, YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mainstream narrative has become cancerous to society. Currently, there is no known cure, but doses of other treatments have shown some promising results. Off-label use has been authorized.